The next type of investment you can get is what we call a portfolio investment. A portfolio investment. And portfolio investments really are investments that take place through the Johannesburg Stock Exchange and the Bond Exchange of South Africa. And what would happen is foreign investors would either invest in shares on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, or they would buy bonds and related instruments on the Bond Exchange of South Africa. Those are what we call portfolio investments. They're not foreign direct investments, they are portfolio investments. Now, sometimes portfolio investments can result in a phenomena which we now call hot money. And again, let me use an example to illustrate. You've got a banker in New York, and he can borrow $1 billion at 1% from the Federal Reserve or the American Reserve Bank. He can now take that $1 billion he's borrowed at 1%, and he can do a number of things. He can try and lend out that money in the United States. The interest he will earn is probably around 3%. He's also in a very competitive environment. It'll be hard work lending out that money, and there may be impairments, there may be defaults. But that banker in the US has also got another option. He can transfer that money to South Africa and invest in South African bonds. And South African government bonds pay out an interest rate or yield of 8%. So he can be earning 8% on his investment whilst he's only paying 1% to the American Federal Reserve. That's a spread of 7%, guys. It's a spread of 7%. Now, he's a bit more careful because he's concerned about the Rand exchange rate. So when he invests his money in South Africa, he has to convert it into Rand. So what he does is he goes and he buys himself insurance to hedge against the Rand-dollar exchange rate, but he's still making more than 5% on moving money from one area into another. We call this the carry trade. It's just a banker or an institution, usually in a developed market where interest rates are very low, moving money into a jurisdiction where the interest rates are higher and earning the difference on the two. Now, the jurisdictions with the higher interest rates tend to be developing markets. But this type of money moving in and out of developing markets and the capital markets tends to have certain ramifications, some of them positive, some of them negative.